Grefke's a power hitter. I mean, she.
softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, Ted Sandine Photography, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Made at the Shade, the Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, Smash My Trash, and Semro Family Vision. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Picturage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Good evening and welcome to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Andy Pollack here tonight on the north side. Hopefully the rain holds off because we've got North Polk has made the short trip down from Alvaman and Polk City to take on our Jaguars here tonight at the field here on the north side of Ankeny. We're hoping the weather holds off because we have some good softball here tonight as you see North Polk out taking infield here in the red. Our pregame show tonight is brought to you by Sinorama Ankeny, your full-service sign and graphics company. We design, produce, and install all types of exterior and interior signs, graphics for vehicles, including vehicle wraps, walls, windows, and doors. We also do banners, yard signs, business cards, real estate signs, trade show exhibits and displays, flags, and more. Call us at 515-216-1240 or visit www.sinorama-ankeny.com. Thanks to Kathy and crew over there at Sinorama for bringing you our pregame show here tonight. And coming up, we've got North Polk and Ankeny Centennial. Centennial dropped a pair last night to Waukee Northwest, who is the number one team in the state right now in Class 5A. The Jags coming into this game with a record of 7-6, and 5 of those 6 losses have been to teams ranked number one. 2 to Fort Dodge, 2 to Waukee Northwest, and 1 to Central Springs, who is the number one team in Class 2A. North Polk comes into the game tonight. They're 5-5, as we've had a freshman game and a JV game here tonight that the Jags have won both of those, and we get ready to start the varsity game here very shortly. Not a whole lot of softball here on Centennial Digital this week. In fact, we were talking in the press box here beforehand that just not a lot of home games start off the year. This is just the second home game of the season for the Jaguars. They looked really good when we had them here on Centennial Digital just last week in the 10-run win over Valley, top 6, top 7 team, as well as the coaches and the umpires will get ready to come out and chat about things, go over the ground rules, let everybody know what we're going to do if there's any lightning in the area, as it looks like we do have some clouds moving in, and the radar shows that there's some stuff close by. We're just not sure how close yet. We'll see what happens here throughout the evening. Important to get off to a good start as the Jags head out on the field. Looks like we're going to possibly even skip the starting lineups here. So our starting lineups in tonight's game are brought to you by Sonny's Pizza Bistro. Oh, they are coming back in. All right, starting lineups in tonight's game are brought to you by Sonny's Pizza Bistro at 6594 Northwest 6th Drive in Saylorville, the home of the best Italian outside Italy. If you haven't had Sonny's, give it a try. Your family deserves the best. Sonny's Pizza Bistro. Join us for weekend music on the heated patio. As they talk things over there and, again, talk about the ground rules and see, must have been a comment made about the weather because both sets of coaches just looked up at the clouds here at the same time. So Looking through things here tonight, of course, on the right you see Centennial head coach Brett Delaney. On the left is North Polk head coach Lynette Foster. As they talk things over, as I mentioned, North Polk coming into this game at 5-5 here tonight. Looking forward to bringing you on Friday our first baseball game here on Centennial Digital as we cross another one off the bingo card. A lot of sports brought to you here in our first year on Centennial Digital, but we'll have baseball, Sioux City West in town to take on the Jaguars. That is a 4 o'clock start on Friday afternoon. Just one game, and it will be senior night already at Centennial in that first game, but it's early. It's going to allow the parents to go ahead and get some stuff done after as well, some players and parents, and they can celebrate their seniors there on senior night. But tonight, it's the Jaguars and the Comets ready to go. It is youth softball night, so a lot of young ladies, future Jaguars in the bleachers tonight. Another great crowd here on the north side. All sorts of different uniforms out there. Of course, the AGSA uniforms, Ankeny Girls Softball, see Diablos, see Nebraska Gold, all sorts of different uniforms out there tonight. So it's time for our starting lineups, and for that we go to our public address announcer, Randy Vogel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Centennial Softball Field in Ankeny, Iowa. Tonight's game matches the visitors from North Polk with an overall record of 5 wins and 5 losses against the home team, Ankeny Centennial, with an overall record of 7 wins and 6 losses. We ask that all spectators exhibit good sportsmanship towards our umpires, coaches, and players. Now let's meet the starting lineups for each team. First, for our visitors, the North Polk Comets. Leading off and catching, number 16, Lucy Lucas. Batting second, the shortstop, number 8, Lauren Osborne. In the third spot, the second baseman, number 12, Ava Husak. Batting cleanup for the Comets, the pitcher, number 10, Caitlin Cleaver. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 13, Madeline Simmons. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 11, Ava Kadelka. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 20, Quinn Narum. In the eighth spot, the first baseman, number 39, Dylan Adams. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 44, Emily Bird. The Comets are coached by assistant coaches Michelle Bakken and Tracy Cleaver. The head coach is Lynette Foster. And now for the home team, the Centennial Jaguars. Leading off and catching, number 28, Sydney Morris. Batting in the 2-hole, the left fielder, number 3, Peyton Drefke. Batting third tonight for the Jaguars, the third baseman, number 12, Addie Starr. Batting cleanup for the Jaguars at first base, number 19, Lizzie Klunder. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 15, Mackenzie James. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 25, Jordan Kennedy. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 14, McKenna Vallejo. In the eighth spot, the shortstop, number 23, Lauren Solis. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 22, Claire Suarez. And in the circle tonight for the Jags, number 8, Jaden Stair. coached by assistant coach Megan Heine and head coach Brett Delaney. The umpires for tonight's game, Mr. George Harwood behind the plate, and Mr. Thomas Schweers on the bases. The anthem buddies for tonight's game are Joe Ford and the 9 and under blue team.
Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Big Garage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses: Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, Ted Sandine Photography, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Made at the Shade, the Edward Jones Office of Ken Patterson, Smash My Trash, and Semro Family Vision. And welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Lucy Lucas, Lauren Osborne, Ava Husak due up for North Polk here in the first inning. And if you start to see that there are some raindrops falling, we've got all our equipment inside here tonight so we don't get wet. And there are some drops starting to fall there on the glass. Not sure if you can see that there or not, but might impact things a little bit here throughout the course of the evening. Andy Pollock here with you as the Jags are entertaining the North Polk Comets. Jaden Stair in the circle for the Jaguars. Sid Morris there at catcher completes the battery. Around the infield, Addie Starr at third. Lauren Solis at short. Claire Suarez gets a start at second tonight. Lizzie Klunder at first. Left field is Peyton Drefke. Center field, as has been for a long time, is Mackenzie James. And over there in right field is the 8th grader Jordan Kennedy. Again, leading things off, due up here for North Polk, Lucy Lucas, catcher, Lauren Osborne, the shortstop, and Ava Husak, the second baseman. It's dark here tonight. Hopefully you can see things on the screen as we get things started here in the top of the first inning. And Lucas will start things off here. Lucas, a very, very, very good hitter. Starting things off here for Polk. And she watches that first pitch on the outside corner for strike one. That pitch misses. Lucas, just a freshman, bats .448 with a .556 on base percentage. So very talented hitter, again, as just a freshman. For Coach Foster, that pitch catches the top part of the zone for strike two. Stair up against Lucy Lucas here for the Comets. Stair digs in with some sprinkles falling. Doesn't give her anything good on the 1-2 count. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Two the count now. Stair to Lucas. Swings on that one, lined out to left center field, and Kennedy covering a lot of ground. Steps underneath it and makes a play out there in right center field, and Lucas goes down to the F9 to get things started, and that'll bring up the shortstop for North Polk, Lauren Osborne. Osborne, a .320 batter. Again, just a freshman here for North Polk. Stair bounces that one through. Get a fielder position. Flips the glove over to first to Clunder for out number 2. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Ava Husak. Husak, another freshman. She bats .323. Couple lefties here early on in the lineup for North Polk. Stair misses just a little bit upstairs, says our home plate umpire, George Harwood. He's behind the plate. Thomas Schreers is out there on the bases. Pitch misses upstairs as well. Stair's been very, very good for the Jaguars early on in the year. Hasn't had a ton of run support here early on. That'll come. But Stair has been very, very strong in the circle. She goes in on the hands there of Husak. Couple other drops continue to fall. That ball popped up into center field. Mackenzie James covers some ground, calls off Drefke, and makes the play for out number 3. So the Comets go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and we move now to the bottom of the first. Sid Morris, Peyton Drefke, and Addie Starr due up for the Jaguars here to start things off tonight. Want to make sure to thank our sponsors a bunch throughout the course of the evening, including Nick Jarash Fitness. Been very excited to have Nick on board from the very beginning. Nick Jarash Fitness, it's their goal to get the best out of each athlete through their state-of-the-art technology and coaching tactics. So they're proud to be the only program in the Metro that offers velocity profiling for speed development. Nick Jarash Fitness has all the tools that the pros use. So whether you're just getting started or you've got that college scholarship already, let Nick Jarash Fitness help you get to your maximum potential. As always, great to have Nick Jarash Fitness on board. Sydney Morris steps up to the plate for the Jags. Caitlin Cleaver, the pitcher for North Polk. Lucy Lucas completes the battery there. Quinn Neerum at third, Lauren Osborne at short, Ava Husak at second, Dylan Adams, the first baseman, Emily Burden left, Ava Kadelka in center, and Madeline Simmons in right. Sid Morris has hit the ball very well lately, bounces that thing right back to Cleaver, who throws it over to Adams for out number 1. Score at 1-3. And the Comets get their first out of the night. That brings up Peyton Drefke. Drefke, the sophomore, in her second year of starting for the Jags. First pitch misses a little bit upstairs. Drefke had a good year in golf in the spring. She watches that pitch downstairs. She comes into this game batting .355 here early on in the season. That pitch misses upstairs, makes the count 3-0 to Drefke. As it just feels really, really dark up here right now. Drefke watches a 3-0 right down the middle. So Drefke on the 3-1, looking for a good pitch here from Cleaver. She gets it and lines it right over there. I'm not sure if that was caught or not. Either way, doesn't matter because Adams has it and gets Drefke for the second out. I believe that bounced and she stepped on the base. Bring up Addie Starr. Starr batting .292 on the season so far. Takes the off speed low for ball 1. 2 outs here after a couple ground outs for Morris and Drefke. That pitch misses outside. You know, looks like the weather may be kind of breaking up a little bit as it goes around us right now. Would love to get some softball in tonight as that ball curves on in for the strike. Makes the count 2-1. Here's the pitch from Cleaver. Starr lines that one into the gap. That should be extra bases for Addie Starr. She rounds first, heading to second, picking it up out there in right field is Simmons, and Starr in there safe at second base with a double. Good shot there on the 2-1 pitch from Starr. That'll bring up Lizzie Klunder for the Jags. Klunder coming in batting .227 on this young season. Has a couple home runs. The lights are starting to take over here on this dark field on the north side of Ankeny. Here's a pitch from Cleaver. Goes off speed, and Harwood says it catches the outside corner of the plate. So Cleaver's worked ahead here. Clunder over in the gap, and it's bobbled a little over there by Osborne, and then Osborne throws it over, bounces it off the dugout, but everybody's safe on the error over there by the shortstop, Osborne. And now Mackenzie James steps up to the plate. Mac batting .256 to start off the year, and the Jags have seen some of the best pitching in the state to start things off, and that pitch misses outside. And it'd be exciting for a lot of young girls here in the bleachers to see Jordan Kennedy come up to the plate with bases loaded here shortly if Mac can find her way on base. That pitch just at the knees over the outside corner for strike one. The 1-1 delivery to James. She pops up the bunt right over there back to Cleaver, and that'll be out number 3. Jags get no runs off one hit. There was one common error, and we will head to the top of the second right here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. And we're back here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. No score here as we start the top of the second. Starting to rain harder. It sent some fans to their cars. Some umbrellas are out. So far, yep, there we got our first drip on the screen as Stair puts that pitch right over the plate for strike one. As we'll try to wipe off, apologize, we'll try to get things cleaned off here in between innings. Got the window up, window closed so that we are not getting our equipment wet. Stair misses that one upstairs. It's 2-1. Jags were able to get a couple runners on in that first inning, but not able to push them across. And now Stair in the pretty strong rain. Stair behind in the count now to Caitlin Cleaver. It's 3-1. And there's a strike. Through the rain. Full count delivery from Stair. That's lined out into left field, right to Drefke, coming on in for the out. Drefke got a good beat on it out there in left field. Just came straight in and got the out. That'll bring up Madeline Simmons, the right fielder for the Comets. Again, no score here in the top of the second. Seeing about 3 different Jaden Stairs out there in the circle right now through the wet glass. Hopefully y'all can see that just fine through the rain. Not ideal, but we may end up having record softball viewers here tonight as Simmons bounces that one foul. A lot of different umbrellas coming out here. Hopefully that rain pushes away here shortly. Stair loses control of that one. Up and away. 2-1 the count now. So it was a beautiful night, and then right before the game got started, things really kind of looked at the radar and was like, guys, look out. Might have some rain coming, and sure enough we do right now. So far no lightning, so we'll keep playing. And they'll play a long time in this kind of weather. Bunted foul makes it 2-2. Stair tries to rise on the outside, can't quite get it to land. And once again at a full count. Simmons swung on and ripped over right at her coach, Foster. Quick footwork as she bounces out of the way. Starr wipes off the ball for Stair. Spelled very similar, pronounced very different. Addie Starr, Jaden Stair. Full count pitch now with 1 out here in the top of the second. Stair in the circle. Throws that one inside on the hands. And again lined out. Foul over there at Coach Foster. It's raining quite hard outside right now. As they get that ball cleaned off again. It's raining a little bit harder than I thought as we saw the door come open right now. Here's the pitch to Simmons and got her upstairs. First base runner of the night for the Comets with 1 out here in the top of the second. Well, it's raining harder and harder as you start to see more and more fans head for the exits right now. As they look things over. Bunt laid down there by Kadelka. Did not make contact. And I apologize, I'm having a tough time seeing right now too. So bear with me here tonight from the press box. You probably got a better view than I do right now as we're looking through a lot of streaks. Here's a pitch from Stair upstairs. And more fans heading for the exits. They might have to make up another youth softball night as a lot of those young gals are now heading out. They got to see 1 1/3 innings as a runner goes, and that ball is bounced foul. A hit and run was on as Simmons was heading to second. Kadelka trying to get some wood on it. Again, we'll pick up what we can right now through our streaked glass here in the press box. Had to deal with this. Yeah, exactly. Some windshield wipers up here would be really handy right now. And ball misses upstairs for Stair as she wipes her hands off. I don't know how much longer they'll play in this right now. It's raining pretty good. They'll probably wait till it's impossible to play. See how they do this, if they wait it out tonight or how they'll do it. We'll keep everybody apprised of the situation as Kadelka swings and misses at that one. And that was strike 3. And Quinn Nerum now comes up to the plate for. They're getting a towel out there. You see Coach Delaney runs a towel out there to Jaden Stair. And we've got, it's kind of like watching a game through wax paper right now up here in the press box. Stair. As a runner goes, throw down, and Sydney Morris doesn't quite get it there in time. Stolen base there for Madeline Simmons. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1 strike. And that is a strike as well. Tough to see exactly what's going on here through our window, but that pitch popped up right back to us. Wait for it. Well, I thought it was going to hit the press box. Didn't quite do it. So we're going to have our first ball up in the net tonight. Ooh, is it circling the drain? Not going to make it, though. And now it's just going to be there in our way and wait the protective net down. 1-2 the count from Stair to Quinn Nerum. That is lined off the dugout for North Polk over there down the third baseline. Well, we had a huge crowd here to start off the night, and they've since gone back to their cars. I imagine we've got a lot of people watching right now. One-two delivery from Jaden Stair to Quinn Nerum. Pitch is popped up over there down the first base side. Sid Morris heads over there and makes the play for out number 3. North Polk gets no runs off, no hits, no Jaguar errors. We head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless still here on the north side. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire. Brought to you by these generous local businesses. Part of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill. Ted Sandine Photography. The Ankeny Real Estate Group. U.S. Cellular. Made at the Shade. The Edward Jones Office of Ken Patterson. Smash My Trash. And Semro Family Vision. Welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. I want to be sure to thank Lincoln Savings Bank, our sponsor for this second inning. Team scoreless right now. First pitch to Jordan Kennedy is a ball. Rain has been coming down pretty steady as that pitch catches the outside corner. The umbrellas are out everywhere. It looks like we're going to kind of have on and off showers here throughout the course of the evening. 1-1 the count. Kennedy lines that into center field for the leadoff single here in the bottom of the second for the Jags.
Kennedy with a leadoff single to center field. Brings up number 14, the designated player, McKenna Vallejo.
So bring up McKenna Vallejo getting her first start tonight. Sophomore outfielder. Slapper brings a little different dimension here to the Jaguar offense. Brings the infield in. Vallejo watches that pitch, and Kennedy in there easily on the steal as the infield was all the way in. Gets a stolen base and moves on to second. Vallejo protected her with a bunt, and it's now 1-0. Looks like it's clearing off a little bit for the time being. We don't have the weather window here on the backside of the press boxes. We're looking absolutely directly away from where the weather's at as we look off to the east. Weather coming in behind us from the west. Here's a pitch to Vallejo. Vallejo lays down the bunt, and they fire it over there and get the out at first, but Vallejo does her job. She moves her over. Lauren Solis coming on up right now. And Kennedy is over at third. First pitch misses outside. Solis on the 1-0 puts that out into right field, does her job, and actually gets over the head. Madeline Simmons got a glove on it. Solis going to come around, and she's going to be in there safe, standing up at third base. Lauren Solis. It's going to go off the glove of Simmons, and going to rule that one an error out there on Simmons. And the Jags get their first run of the night. Claire Suarez comes on in as well right now to hit, with the Jags leading 1-0. Suarez hits that one deep to center field. Camping out underneath it, making the play is Kadelka, but Suarez does her job and sacrifices in Solis for run number 2. Back to the top of the order for the Jaguars.
We go back to the top of the order, number 28, Sydney Morris.
We've had someone try to break into a vehicle out there in the outfield or what? We got a car horn going off here. It's probably one of the players' cars right now. Jags leading 2-0 right now, early in this one. And that ball is swung on and going to be just into foul territory and caught out there by Emily Bird. And that ends the threat. The Jags have another hit and put up 2 runs here in the bottom of the second as we head to the third inning with the Jaguars on top. 2-0 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Picture Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, where we are in the top of the third. Jags on top of North Polk, 2-0. On a rainy night here on the north side of Ankeny. I want to be sure and thank our inning 3 sponsor, Jason Larson at Gershman Mortgage. The Midwest Premier Mortgage Lender is proud to support all Ankeny sports. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home, vacation home, upgrade or remodel an existing home, or refinance your current mortgage, Gershman Mortgage is here to help. With over 65 years in the mortgage industry, they have security, experience, and unmatched service. Visit their Ankeny office. Call them at 515-964-5952 or visit www.gershman.com to get pre-approved today. Gershman Mortgage, NMLS number 138063. Quick 2-0 count here from Stair to Dylan Adams. Pitch catches the inside corner for the strike. And this rain is cleared up here for a little while. Fans look a little more comfortable out there. Ball over there in the gap. Solis makes a great backhand stop to keep it in. I think they're going to rule that a hit. Is a discussion up in the press box. I think that's the right call because ball definitely outside of Solis's range. Did a good job just to keep it in. And first hit there for North Polk. Emily Bird, the number 9 batter here for the Comets, comes in. Lays that one down. Foul as she's trying to sacrifice over Adams. Oh, and 1 the count. Ball catches the outside corner there. Nice pitch. Catches just a little bit of white on the edge. Dylan Adams at first base right now. Nobody out here as that pitch is swung on and fouled off onto the third base side. Nobody out here in the top of the third. Jags were able to get a couple there in the bottom of the second, and that's where we stand right now. Stair, love it on the 0-2, not giving anything good to hit. Playing around with this, extending that zone on the outside half of the plate. Makes the count 1-2. And that pitch misses just upstairs. You could hear the collective breath of everyone in the crowd waiting for the call from George Harwood. 2-2 the pitch from Stair. Pitch popped up. That is way deep into left center field. Drefke gives chase and goes back and gets it. Nice play there by Peyton Drefke out in left. Bird put a good charge into that one. And we're back to the top of the order with Lucy Lucas for North Polk. Still with Adams on first for the Comets. Lucas flew out to right in her first at-bat. And that ball, a little duck snort, lands just fair over there as Clunter goes and tries to throw it over quick to second base. And the little duck snort out into right field for Lucas. Gives her the single. And we're going to have a courtesy runner, it appears right now, for North Polk in our first Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution of the evening. Courtesy runner for the catcher appears to be Larissa Koth. So Koth at first and Adams at second, and North Polk threatening for the first time here this evening. That'll bring up Lauren Osborne. She grounded out to Stair in her first at bat. That ball pitch is popped up and goes off the backstop as Morris and Starr both giving chase. Love to see the rotation of how everybody was going to cover a base. So see, as Starr was giving chase, you had Solis coming to cover third. You had off the bunt, you had Suarez heading to cover first. And then you had Mackenzie James coming from center field in as Looks for a second like they're trying to sacrifice over once again here with Lauren Osborne. Kind of a dreary night here on the north side of Ankeny. Rain starting to fall once again. 1-1 the count. Swung on, and that is up the middle. Suarez gets tagged, throws it over. They say it was a double play for Lauren Suarez, or for Claire Suarez. Nice play there by the junior. Great job by Suarez. We head to the bottom of the third. Jags still 2-0 in the lead. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Picturage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, where the Jags leading here in the bottom of the third. Coming up to bat, Drefke, along with Starr and Klunder for the Jaguars, trying to put some more runs on the board here against North Polk. Jags have put the ball in play, just hit a few right at people as Drefke steps up, has had a couple nice plays out in left field. Don't forget, later on after the game, we'll take a look at our final stats. That's brought to you by Lane Family Wealth Management. Thanks, Dave Lane and crew. For that, contact Lane Family Wealth Management at 515-322-7971 for your free one-on-one meeting today. First pitch to Drefke is a strike. 0-1 delivery. That pitch is fouled out of play over into the North Polk bullpen. Drefke now quickly down in the count, 0-2. That pitch he gets around on. It's over there, fair ball to Neerum. Neerum throws it across the infield for out number one. I'll bring up Addie Starr. She's 1 for 1 with a double tonight. Starr winds that one. That's going to get all the way back to the fence and off the bottom of the fence. Starr going to be in safe at second. 2 doubles on the night for Addie Starr.
Addie Starr with double number 2 tonight.
And that'll bring up Lizzie Klunder. Man, Starr, a couple nice pokes tonight. That one straightaway center, bounced off the bottom of the fence. Line drive all the way. Klunder, the senior first baseman, steps up to the plate. Pitch is in the dirt for ball one. One-0 the count. Pitch misses upstairs. Cleaver's done a nice job here through 2 1/3, keeping the hits to a minimum. The Jags have 3, kind of scattered throughout. Here's a pitch to Klunder. Off speed, misses low as well. 3-0, and this is where you have to be careful to Klunder when you get way behind, especially with the base open at first. She's got power and may consider just conceding this one and putting her on with 1 out here. They pitch away from her and really keep it outside and give her a little extra space for strike 1. Dark night here on the north side. Here's a 3-1 to Klunder. Klunder fouls that one off. Started to check her swing. And just like that, it's a full count to Klunder. focuses in on the pitch from Cleaver, and that's in the dirt all the way to the backstop as Clunder will head to first on the walk, and that'll move Star to third.
Thunder walks and Star moves to third on the 1-0 pitch.
Similar situation where we were in the
Now hitting number
second inning.
center fielder
Mackenzie James now up with 1 out, though, this time instead of 2. Excuse me, that was in the first inning when that happened. James watches the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. So, Star over at third, Clunder at first. Jags trying to put a few more across here in the bottom of the third. Here's a pitch from Cleaver. James fouls that one back with a mighty hack just under it. As we get set here on the 0-2 delivery to Mackenzie James. Had a really nice night against Ankeny here just about a week ago. Pitch swung on, and that is popped up over to the pitcher, Caitlin Cleaver. James caught just a little bit on that outside corner.
up to the pitcher Cleaver for out number 2. Now hitting number 25, the right fielder Jordan.
And this will bring up Jordan Kennedy. She's 1 for 1 on the night with a single up the middle. Clunder at first, Star at third. Pitches upstairs. Looks like the Jags going to bring in a runner. So another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution as Addie Pollock comes in to run for Clunder at first. And she will be running here with 2 outs on any contact for Kennedy. As the light's starting to cast a little bit of shadows on the field. And Kennedy on the 1-0 pitch. Kennedy with 4 home runs, including a big game winner the other night in the top of the 12th against Ankeny. 1-0 delivery. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 2, and this is where you have to really be careful to Kennedy, the 8th grader with a lot of power. I think we might have a hit-and-run situation coming here for the Jags. Star on third, Pollock on first, Kennedy at the plate. That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. So 2-1 now, the count to the 8th grader. She gets a hold of that one, rips it down the third baseline, runs across, safe at first. Good hustle, but that's going to be an error over there on Quinn Neerum. Star scores, adds another one to the Jags total.
Star scores. Pollock moves up to second base. Now hitting.
And now McKenna Vallejo steps back up. Vallejo sacrificed some runners around in the first. She watches that first pitch for a strike. Infield is way in, and the outfield is way in as well. In fact, over in left field, Emily Bird is just a couple feet off the dirt. So not much space there for Vallejo to try to poke one through. She slaps that one back to the pitcher, heads over to first for the out as they throw it over to Adams, and that'll be out number 3. So the Jags get another run off another hit. 1 error there for the Comets, and 2 left on base as we head to the top of the 4th. Jags, 3-0. Welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. As the Jags lead 3-0 right now in this one. Head to our fourth inning, which is brought to you by United States Cellular. Everything we have is powered by U.S. Cellular. At U.S. Cellular, we care about our customers and communities. You see the grounder over there to Suarez, throws it into the ground. Throws a wet ball into the ground. Nice scoop over there by Klunder, as that'll punch out Husak. Again, U.S. Cellular, our inning 4 sponsors. They care about their customers and our communities. As always, tonight's live stream is powered by U.S. Cellular's very powerful 5G network, located just north of Northview Middle School and right across from the Ankeny Sonic. Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. As Stair hits her counterpart, Caitlin Cleaver. And we get a courtesy runner here for Cleaver. Another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. And is going to be Anna Patterson. Comes into the game for Cleaver, and now with one out here in the top of the fourth, North Polk brings up Madeline Simmons was off there. Simmons, one of the base runners that North Polk has had tonight. She had a walk earlier on in the game. She tries to sacrifice bunt things around. Can't quite get it fair. Jags are in a long ways at the corners. Klunder way in, Star way in. For Simmons at the plate. Trying to move over her runner, Patterson. Puts that one down. Klunder picks it up, throws over to Suarez, covering second. Will score that one 3-4 on the bunt. Jags handle that one nicely. North Polk gets out of it what they want as Patterson moves to second. And now that brings up Ava Gadelka, the center fielder for the Comets. Rain continues to fall outside. That pitch is flared out into left field, and Drefke does not catch it. Bounced just in front of her, and that's a hit. And the run comes around as Patterson comes around to score. As the ball was in the air, if that was with less than 2 outs, Patterson's not running on that. But great effort by Drefke. But the hit scores Patterson. Larissa Koth now checking in to hit for Nerum. Rain continues to fall. Three to 1. Jags in the lead as that ball's fouled off over there into right field by Koth. Make sure to put her down on my scorecard as the pinch hitter right now for Nerum. That ball lined right up the middle. Solis was already headed over to cover second. She throws it across to Klunder for the out. Score at 6-3, and the Jags move to the bottom of the fourth and lead 3-1 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Picturage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back. So we get set to go here in the bottom of the fourth. Jaguars still leading 3-1. Koth moves in to play third base on the substitution. This is Solis up to the plate for the Jags. Watches that first pitch high and outside for ball one. Solis lines that one out into right field, and getting underneath it to make the play for the Comets is Madeline Simmons. Gonna bring up Claire Suarez. Second baseman's made some nice plays out there for the Jags tonight. The rain must be picking up a little bit more. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch misses inside for ball one. Pitch misses for ball two. See, we got a lot of people watching tonight. Let us know where you're watching from. Always good to see the check-ins. Anything from soccer practice just down the street to out of state. Love to hear where everybody's watching from. Let us know who you're watching as well, as that makes it 3-0 to Suarez. Suarez watches that 4-strike-1. One to Suarez. And she gets ball four. Back to the top of the order we go for the Jags with Sid Morris.
Suarez takes a walk, and with one out, we go back to the top of the order for the Jags. Number 28, Cindy Morris.
'N' that pitch misses low for ball one. So Cleaver has had pretty good control here tonight, working around the plate. That was the first walk that she has issued there, as Morris bounces out when she flies across the infield. She's safe. Bounces it off the plate, I believe. Bounced it really high and ends up getting the infield hit off it for Sid Moe.
Moving Suarez over to second base, and with one out, we have number 3,
Malin Vallejo in to run at first for Morris. There's a term for that, bounce off the plate. Can't remember if it had to do with Fenway Park or if it had to do with Camden Yards. It's one of those places where they used to put extra concrete under the plate, and players would try to bounce it off home plate and outrun it to first, and that's exactly what Sydney Morris just did. If anybody's got that, let me know. As Drefke lays down a bunt, tried to push it down the first baseline and hit a rock and went foul. I was reading about that not too long ago, and I don't remember the name of the place, but there's a term for bouncing the ball off home plate from one of the old stadiums. 0-1 the count to Drefke. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. She lines that one into left field, and that's getting over the head, bounces to the fence off one. Here comes round one to score. Here comes Vallejo, and that's why she's in. She turns on the wheels and scores easily from first, and Peyton Drefke in with a double, as both Suarez and Vallejo score.
Drop key doubles into left field, scoring Vallejo and Suarez.
And that'll bring up Addie Starr. And Addie Starr on fire so far here tonight, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Seeing the ball very well. And we are seeing it much better now, too, that the rain has let up a little bit. Starr sits back and holds off on the changeup. Starr pushes that one out into right field, and that's going to go right there to Madeline Simmons, and Starr is out for the first time this evening. And that'll bring up Lizzie Klunder. Klunder watches first couple pitches there. Klunder now way up in the count. Pushes that one up the middle, and a little double clutch over there at short from Osborne, but she does fire it across to Adams for the out. The Jags, though, score a couple more. They lead 5-1 as we head to the top of the fifth. As we head to the top of the fifth, we've got Nick Drosh Fitness as our sponsor here in the top of the fifth inning. Nick Drosh Fitness, where it's our goal to get the best out of each athlete through our state-of-the-art technology and coaching tactics. We're proud to be the only program in the Metro that offers velocity profiling for speed development. It will take you on if it's your kid's very first day of 6U or all the way up to getting ready for the draft. Nick Drosh Fitness has all the great tools to help your athlete reach their peak potential. Thank you, Nick Drosh Fitness, for your support, as always, of Centennial Digital. Dylan Adams, first baseman, comes up to the plate here for North Polk, watches the first pitch upstairs. That pitch is up, no, catches the top part of the, evens up the count at 1 apiece to Dylan Adams. Rainy night here on the north side of Ankeny. It's now 1-2. Jags got 2 in the second, another one in the third as Solis covers some ground and fires it across quickly. The rocket across the infield to Klunder. Solis, after being in a battle to start her junior year, has just absolutely made it that no one else can play shortstop on this team. She's had a great start to her senior year. So a couple ground outs in a row to Solis, and that'll bring up Emily Bird here, who watches that first pitch for a ball. And that pitch misses just a little bit low from Stair. Stair one strikeout tonight. Otherwise, it's just allowed for some easy plays to be made with that one. Gets lined hard out into right field. Bounces off the wall. Kennedy throws it in quickly, but in there safe with a double is Emily Bird. So, North Polk threatening once again. So we've got another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution coming into the game. Get a number on that is Bird will have a seat in favor of Devin Caves. Caves heads to second. One out here in the top of the fifth. Everybody holds on, waits a little bit for George Harwood to get everything written down on his sheet. And we're ready now to play on. Back to the top of the order. Lucy Lucas, the catcher, freshman catcher for North Polk. That pitch, the very top and outside edge of the zone for strike one. Ooh, Stair held on to that one just a little bit long, and it was heading fast at the head of Lucy Lucas. Lucas kind of pulls the old Matrix move and dips out of the way at the very end in slow motion. 1-1 the count. That pitch popped up and souvenir out into the fans of North Polk. Had a chance to go down with my 10-year-old to the College World Series here this last week and watch some very, very good softball down there in Oklahoma City, and found out, though, that if you catch a home run ball, you do not get to keep it down there. That the ushers come around and pick it up and hand it to the parents of whatever player hit the home run. Nice little tradition they have down there at the ASA Hall of Fame Stadium in Oklahoma City. Really fun trip down there with her Nebraska Gold team. A lot of Ankeny folks down there. That pitch, again, back up, ramps out of the safety net down the third baseline and evens up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here with a runner Caves at second. We'll change up over there to Suarez. Suarez flips it over to Clunder. Clunder tries to throw back behind Caves quickly. No play to be made. And now Lauren Osborne comes up to the plate for the Comets. That ball knocked over there into the gap, and it's going to be an infield hit for Osborne. Sounded like it went off the hands even. That'll bring up Ava Husak. Husak 0 for 2, flew out to center field and grounded out to second in her 2 at-bats here tonight. Husak. 2 outs here as Stair throws a little off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. Check swing goes foul there for Husak. So, Stairs up in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. North Polk was able to put another one across. They're going to try to do some damage here with 2 outs. Pitches upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. First chance this year to shake out the bad juju here. 2-2-2. Swung on, lined over there to Suarez. Suarez picks it up and flips it across. And Elise gets her foot on the base, and the out is made. And that's it. A lot of drama there for one out. But there Elise was thinking two, and there was already 2 outs there. So score that one. We're going to talk about this one yet. The umpires actually the players stay out there for North Polk, and they are not going to discuss this. They say that indeed she was out. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. Jags still leading 5-2 here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. And we're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Jags and North Polk have hit each other each 5 times, but the difference is North Polk's had 3 errors, and that's why the Jags lead here 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Mackenzie James coming up for the Jaguars. James watches that first pitch outside for ball 1. (1-0) the delivery here to Mackenzie James. Swung on and lined right back at Cleaver. Flashes a glove right in front of her belt and makes the play, and that'll bring up Jordan Kennedy. So Cleaver's actually got James out on all 3 at-bats tonight. 2 flyouts and a line out there. Brings up the 8th grader Jordan Kennedy, who's been on base both times up tonight. One via hit, one time with an error. That pitch swung on and over there to third base side. Koth has it, throws it across for the out. Quick inning here right now. 2 quick outs. And now McKenna Vallejo comes up. Vallejo 0 for 2 on the evening here. Nobody on base for her right now. She can just hit the ball and do her thing. Fouls that one off. Two outs here. 0-1 the count to Vallejo in the bottom of the 5th. Lines that one over there to Koth. Koth throws it across the infield for out 3. And quick 1-2-3 inning for North Polk. As we head to the top of the 6th, Jaguars still in the lead. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Picturage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back here to the top of the 6th. This inning is brought to you by the Ankeny Real Estate Group. Michael Heider and company over there at Ankeny Real Estate Group. Check out their 3 ways to sell your home in Ankeny. Michael Heider and the Ankeny Real Estate Group. Cleaver has re-entered the game now to hit. Jags holding on to the 5-2 lead. That pitch right down the middle of the plate for strike one. Man, that was a quick inning. 5 pitches thrown in that last inning for Cleaver. Jags saw the pitches they wanted. Some good defense behind Cleaver with the Comets, as that was a check swing. And they say that she did not go as they look down to our plate umpire, Thomas Schreers. And it's now 1-1. That pitch lined over, Starr steps in and fires it across the infield to Klunder. Score at 5-3 in the first out here of the 6th. Going to bring up Madeline Simmons. Don't forget, later in the game, stick around to find out who our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law player of the game is. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law 515-964-8777 or online at ankanylaw.com. First pitch was a strike. Bunt has popped up. Oh, a nice bunt. Is Morris going to pick it up? But, man, some wheels right there from Simmons. Simmons gets the bunt hit. And that'll bring up Ava Kadelka. Kadelka 1 for 2 on the evening with a strikeout and a single. Another bunt showed, and that rolls. That's fair ball. Picked up, and Klunder tags her out there. They throw across the infield. Nice base running, though, over there by Simmons as she rounded second and realized that no one was paying attention to her. And now North Polk trying to put another one across. Quinn Neerum comes up to the plate. Actually, no, it's not going to be Neerum. I forgot that Larissa Koth had come into the game at third base now, with a runner in scoring position. First pitch misses outside for ball 1 from Stair. Stair to Koth with Madeline Simmons over there. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. She wanted that one but held off late. Makes the count 2-0. Now pitch a little dribbler. Starr comes up, picks it up, throws it across to Klunder for the out. Jags dodge a bullet. Don't allow any more runs to come across for North Polk. We head to bottom of the 6th. Jags clinging to a 3-run lead. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire. Brought to you by these generous local businesses. Part of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill. Ted Sandine Photography. The Ankeny Real Estate Group. U.S. Cellular. Made at the Shade. The Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson. Smash My Trash. And Semro Family Vision. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th. Jags in the lead right now. 5-2 over our friends to the north from North Polk. Cora Boyle checking into the game right now to hit for the Jaguars. Looks like she will be... Looks like Boyle will be hitting for Solis. Boyle, sophomore infielder and pitcher. Boyle takes that pitch inside under the elbows for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 the count to Boyle. Lines that one over there, takes a little hop. Nice job to go down and get it. Quickly firing it across is Husak for out number 1 here of the bottom of the 6th. Bring up Claire Suarez. Suarez watches that first pitch up in the zone for ball 1. Jags will have to hold North Polk for one more inning. As Suarez gets around on that one, North Polk will be heading up to the plate with Adams, Bird, and Lucas. So 8-9-1 for North Polk to try to extend this game. They've had 3 errors tonight. That's what led to a couple of those runs there in the 4th. Jags scored 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. North Polk had 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th. That's why we sit at 5-2 right now. A little off-speed pitch there to Suarez, makes it 2-1. Suarez just fouled down the third baseline. Five to 2 Jaguars here. Bottom of the 6th, trying to add some insurance runs here with Claire Suarez. And he rings her up on the pitch on the very edge of the zone, and back to the top of the order for the Jaguars with Sid Morris. So 2 outs here now in the bottom of the 6th. Morris going to try to put together a little rally here for the Jaguars. Ball skipping rocks there for Cleaver. She hasn't missed much tonight, but that was nowhere close. Cleaver's had a really nice night pitching for North Polk, and not hugely overpowering, but man, her location has been on point. As Morris flares that one out into center field. Can of corn out there for Kadelka. And the Comets are down to their last 3 outs, trying to extend this game back right after this. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Picturage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. We are in the top of the 7th inning right now. I want to be sure to thank Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill as being our 7th inning sponsor, and a great place to go after the game tonight for some appetizers, pizza, wings. Happened to be my lunch today with some boneless wings there. Get the sriracha bourbon with ranch and thank me later. Tell you what, one of my favorite meals here in Ankeny. That ball swung on and missed there. Dylan Adams unsure of herself on that one and gets rung up there for strike 1. Jags trying to close this one out. That ball fouled back. In between innings, Sid Morris might have a future as a quick change artist. She was the last out of the inning, and I thought they had somebody else coming in as a catcher, but it was Sid. As she got her catcher's gear on so quick, she was out there ready to go once again. The 0-2 pitch there, giving nothing good for Adams to take a peek at. Misses on the outside for ball 1. Stara's gone the distance tonight for the Jags. And that ball just misses, similar to pitch to what Suarez got rung up on in the last inning. 2-2 the count. Adams trying to extend things for North Polk. That pitch is fouled over there as Starr can't quite get to it and field it. Looks like we did have another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. Boyle was subbed in there for Solis. In fact, I'm not sure did Solis come back after the hard takeout slide at second. I don't want to speculate too much there, but that might have led to that because Solis has had that shortstop spot nailed down the last couple of years. But she did go down hard on that, what looked like the start of an attempt to turn two a couple innings ago. And there's a strikeout there, second strikeout of the evening for Jaden Stair. Stair misses the first pitch upstairs, down to 2 outs here for Polk. Trying to extend this game. Going on just over 90 minutes of game time here. That pitch is a strike. A little off-speed pitch, fouled, and Clunder gives chase, but it's going to be just outside the first baseline. Makes the count 1-2. Emily Bird here, the number 9 batter. She's 1 for 2 on the evening. Had a double, a long double in her last at-bat. Ooh, she thought about that one too. I love the pitches that Stair throws when she's ahead in the count. Not hittable, but man, they make you think about it. 2-2 now. Throws a little drop change. Drop just a little bit late. Ended up being just upstairs. Had everybody in the crowd. A good portion actually has come back as the rain quit. That pitch, swing and a miss, and Stair having her best inning here. And inning number 7 picks up her 3rd strikeout of the night. And back to the top of the order, Lucy Lucas. First pitch is a ball there. Stair trying to close it out here tonight and go the distance and pick up the win for the Jaguars. 1-0 the count here to Lucas. There's a strike. We got it. Thank you, Linda. Just going back through the comments right now. The Baltimore Chop. That's what I was looking for earlier. Yes, thank you. I knew I was close on that. Could not remember what the name of that was. And it happened to be Sid that had it. So, nice job catching that one, Linda. So I was right. It was Camden Yards. They would pile in that extra concrete underneath home plate and pound that ball down off it and get the high bounce. 2-2-2 swung on. That's lined out into right field. That'll be a double there for Lucas as Kennedy throws it in. And just like that, live to see another batter here, Lauren Osborne. And we're going to have a substitution out there. Another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution out there at second. Although Lucas showed some wheels there on her double. She got to second base, covered 120 feet in a hurry. Coming in on that substitution is going to be Elise Engebretson. So Star and actually, do we have a, can't tell, is that still Sid Morris catching, or is that, yes it is, okay. First pitch misses just inside there to Osborne. The tying run is over in the on-deck circle as Stair tries to go the distance here. 2 outs in the top of the 7th with the Jags on top. The pitch misses upstairs. 2-0. And up the middle, that should be interference as the base runner coming home runs into the tag, and that's how we're going to end it. So a pretty uneventful way to end the game here as Engebretson coming home rounds third and falls. And that's going to end it. So North Polk actually out-hits Centennial tonight, but has 3 errors. We'll be back with a post-game show. Talk all about it here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Part of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, Ted Sandine Photography, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Made at the Shade, the Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, Smash My Trash, and Semro Family Vision. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Picturage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back to the post-game show here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, where tonight the Jaguars beat North Polk 5-2 and improve to 8-6 here on the young season. North Polk falls to 5-6. Time to take a look at our stats for tonight, which is brought to you by Lane Family Wealth Management. Let Lane Family Wealth Management track your retirement stats so you can enjoy the game of life. Contact Lane Family Wealth Management at 515-322-7971 and set up your free retirement consultation today. So as we look at things here tonight, Jaden Stair in the circle for the Jaguars gave up 8 hits, kind of scattered them throughout as North Polk scored just 2 runs off those 8 hits. North Polk did commit 3 errors though tonight, and that's what helped the Jags get 5 runs off their 5 hits as well in the evening tonight. Stair in the circle struck out 3 Comets there for North Polk. For the Jaguars tonight, time to name our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law Player of the Game. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law, 515-964-8777 or online at ankanylaw.com. And tonight for the Jaguars, It's going to be second baseman Addie Starr. Starr was 2 for 3 with 2 doubles tonight for the Jaguars. So a nice night there for the sophomore third baseman. We are on break here the next 2 nights, and we will be back on Friday for the first baseball game that we've ever brought to you here on Centennial Digital, as the teams work to try to get everything taken care of there out on the field. But Friday will be a 4 o'clock start as the Jags will take on Sioux City West on senior night here. Yes, senior night, very early in the season for the Jaguars. Thanks, everybody, for listening and watching tonight. I know we had people checking in from all over the place, anywhere from out of state to just down the street. Always like to hear where people are watching from. Once again, I'm Andy Pollock, and thanks, everybody, for watching here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire, brought to you by these generous local businesses. Part of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, Ted Sandine Photography, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Made in the Shade, the Edward Jones Office of Ken Patterson, Smash My Trash, and Semro Family Vision. Jaguar softball on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Picturage Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.